Hi! Around the world, millions of young people, like myself, live with a disability.
Shots of young persons with disabilities from around the world.
But despite having the same dreams and ambitions as people without disabilities, we face discrimination, stigma, and prejudice. Disability is often ignored when policies are built and programs designed. Many barriers continue to limit young persons with disabilities' access to education, employment, and healthcare. Violence against young persons with disabilities is widespread. Young persons with disabilities are almost 4 times more likely to be victims of abuse than their peers without disabilities, and nearly 3 times more likely to be sexually abused. Girls and young women with disabilities are at particular risk. Young persons with disabilities have the same interests with regard to sexuality, relationships, and identity as their peers, but less access to the means to realize this. Young persons with disabilities are seen as not needing information about sex, while young women and girls with disabilities are often denied the right to make decisions for themselves about their reproductive and sexual health. They are denied empowerment related to these issues. Answering the call of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development to ensure equal rights for persons with disabilities, and with the support of Spain, UNFPA has commissioned this global study on ending gender-based violence, or GBV, against young persons with disabilities, and ensuring they realize their sexual and reproductive health and rights, or SRHR.
Principal recommendations.
The study makes 3 principal recommendations. Young persons with disabilities must decide. Young persons with disabilities themselves are key to understanding the issues and developing new responses to those issues. They are the most important partners that we have, and states and civil society organizations should engage them so that they can be involved in the decision-making process. Equality in policy and practice. Equality for young people with disabilities in access to SRHR and in prevention and response to GBV must both be formal and substantive. Clearly, states should get rid of discriminatory laws, but they also have to make sure that related policies and programs don't leave persons with disabilities behind when they are implemented. There has to be real equality in both policy and practice. End stigma and discrimination. Ending stigma and discrimination against young persons with disabilities is critical to their full inclusion. To read the full summary, please go to www.unfpa.org.